In terms of JORC classified resources, we have over 1 million tons of copper in the ground and over 400,000 ounces of gold. And so, that really is going to form the platform for the future growth and the production, beyond which is the exploration pipeline that I spoke of.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Anglo Asian Mining Vice President Stephen Westhead. Stephen, very good to speak with you. Today's announcement sounds very exciting. Could you give us an overview of the Demirli mine and events leading up to this release?
Sure. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with Proactive. Much appreciated. Today's announcement is a significant step in the company's development. But from the history side, the government of Azerbaijan awarded the Demirli contract area to the company in 2022. Then we had access following being awarded that contract area in the second half of 2024. The contract area itself covers 74 square kilometers and is adjacent to another contract area that we have known as Kyzlbulag, which is 462 square kilometers. But the Demirli mine is the main operating project of those two contract areas, but also holds significant exploration potential. Since our access in 2024, we've had a significant amount of work carried out by the team. We've had to establish the infrastructure to allow staff to go into the operations. So we've had our own employees, contractors, and various other partners. And it's really a testament to the whole team and a credit to the whole team to be able to deliver this project as we've done in such a fast-track pace. And really on that as well, I'd also like to just note credit with our PSA partner, AZERGold, and the government of Azerbaijan, assisting greatly with the administration to allow us to fast-track this technically challenging project. So it's an excellent credit to the whole team, and it really is an exciting project for us.
Stephen, what are your expectations for Demirli?
Demirli really is a cornerstone for our copper growth. We've considered it a fantastic asset, and now we're starting to bring it forward into production. It really will now trigger the copper growth for Anglo Asian Mining and its operating company, Azerbaijan International Mining Company. We're obviously now in production, although it is a ramp-up period of the commissioning. And between now and the end of the year, we're anticipating to be producing in the order of 4,000 tons of copper, and that's copper in concentrate. And that's with a ramp-up period progressively increasing the tonnages from where we are today. The operation is essentially, the mining is by a big open pit, and the mineralization, the ore, is hauled by truck to a flotation plant. So the plant has various stages of upgrade and expansion that we'll be then conducting till the end of this year. So that's the 4,000 tons of copper metal, increasing then to approximately 15,000 tons of copper per annum from 2026. So it really is a significant project for us in our development portfolio.
If we take a step back and look at Anglo Asian's growth strategy, how important is today's announcement to executing this, Stephen?
It's critical. It's absolutely critical. In 2023, we put together a strategy to become a multi-asset, mid-tier copper-focused producer in the medium term. We prepared a roadmap then with a pipeline of projects that some of them were significant copper projects, other copper gold. And quite clearly, the Demirli property itself now is absolutely critical in that path, and really does form a good foundation for us to start developing our further copper assets. So The significant thing here as well is that the team has actually brought now into production two new mines in 2025. In the Gedabek contract area, there's the Gilar mine. We've recently reported on that, which holds and contains significant copper. And now likewise Demirli. So we had a strategy to try to develop and bring into production, 5 mines. And we've now done that with 2 of them. So taking a step back and actually then looking at where we were and on our forecast on production and projection of projects to bring to fruition, we're very much on track. And it's a real testament again to the team that have been able to do this type of work to deliver that type of project forecast.
With Demirli now in production, what's your next strategic priorities as part of that growth strategy?
Okay, it's an exciting time for the business. It really is the time of transition and transformation. We're moving ourselves from being a junior mining group to a mid-tier group. We're now operating 3 mines, Gedabek open pit, Gilar, and now Demirli. And we have a significant portfolio of contract areas in Azerbaijan. We have 8 contract areas or license areas that effectively cover about 2,500 square kilometers. So aside from Demirli, our main operating areas in the northwest, focused on an area known as Gedabek. And there we have 4 contract areas, Gorsha, Gedabek, Khaha, and Garadag, which form a cluster of area of about just over 1,250 square kilometers. But within the Khaha and Garadag contract areas are deposits of the same name. And both of those are big copper projects. We've recently completed the mineral resource estimates on those independent mineral resource estimates with a consulting firm. And really what we're wanting to do now is do the development studies on those 2 projects, Khaha and Garadag, which will then effectively take us from being a dominantly gold producing company into a dominantly copper revenue producing company. So that's really where we're looking to focus now for the next 5 years, is to try and bring those 2 projects into production as well. Beyond that, which is our short-term pipeline, I mentioned the 8 contract areas that we have, and there's significant exploration potential in all 8 contract areas. And what we've done is we've been able to prioritize the targets. So near mine extensions, extensions of the mineralization along trend from the known mine. And then the next block of information is then where we've identified targets through our own geophysics work, remote sensing, geology, exploration, etc. And then further than that, then all of the different mineral occurrences that we're aware of that we've picked up. So the pipeline of projects is truly fantastic, to be honest. And really what, the strategy of becoming the copper producer now will deliver the cash flow to be able to start to materialize, this pipeline of projects. So we do have significant longer term growth prospects, and having that flexibility to leverage our portfolio really will provide shareholder value going forward. It's a seriously exciting time for the company. Yes.
Any final thoughts, Stephen?
Well, I'd just like to reiterate the potential that we have in terms of JORC classified resources. We have over 1 million tons of copper in the ground and over 400,000 ounces of gold. And so, that really is going to form the platform for the future growth and the production, beyond which is the exploration pipeline that I spoke of. But something else that I'd just like to reference as well with regards to Demirli, we've also recently completed as well the full ESIA, the Environmental and Social Impact Assessment report. And quite clearly, Anglo Asian takes, the ESG and environmental aspects of project development very seriously. And in fact, we were recently awarded an independent ESG rating by Digby, which is an independent company. So going forward, we're not only looking at the technicals of the projects, but also how we should grow the business in a professional and sustainable manner. And again, the effect of that then would be to create future shareholder value, but in a sustainable and correct way. So,
Stephen, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated on progress with your transition. Thank you very much for taking the time today.
thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Very welcome. Stephen Westhead, Vice President of Anglo Asian Mining.